Hello, friends. All right, here I am. This is Micah. I'm gonna talk to you about relationships. So when I was younger, I would drink a lot more soda. But as time went on, I would drink less and less of that soda. Not that I don't like soda, I very much enjoy it. However, I find out that my body does not like it as much. So I had to make some changes. Here enters the water. Water I had to drink. I drink it, here and there sparingly, but I find I need to drink more consistently more water. This is much like our relationships, in a sense. Let's talk about where we're coming from here. We're gonna talk about 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? And what communion has light with darkness? What does that mean? What's going on? What does yoked mean? So there's an old term with oxen and farmers. When farmers would have the ox, they'd be yoked with this wooden beam, and they would make straight lines to plow the field. Now, if they were unequally yoked, if one was weaker or stronger than the other one, what they would do is have these uneven lines, or they might veer off and it might turn out very badly. So their task at hand would be unsuccessful. Much in the same way with our relationships, if we are unequally yoked with others, we find that tasks that God has set before you in your path, you won't be able to achieve them as well. You might have relationships that at the beginning or at some point in time are aligned with your interests. It's a good relationship for where you're at in that time in your life. But as time goes on, the path that you're on is going to veer off into more of what God has called you to do. So those relationships might end up decreasing. And it's not that you hate that person or that you regretted having that relationship with this person, but you'll find out that those relationships will decrease over time. And you might find that other relationships you'll have throughout your life, and they'll be consistently there. They'll be there to encourage you, to support you, to show that they care for you by way of calling out your weaknesses or things that you shouldn't be doing, to keep you accountable, but also to encourage you when you feel down or that you need some support to help you get through a tough time. And those relationships more likely will grow more so and more integral into your life. So the scripture isn't saying that we need to cut out all relationships who are unbelievers, who don't believe like you do as a Christ-centered person. What it is saying that you will have relationships, you will have those type of people in your life that you will work with, that you will be around for group projects or sports teams or what have you. And they will have a certain degree of influence or a certain degree of your time that you will need to learn what are the boundaries you're going to set with this person? How much are you going to trust this person? Compared to a person that you are like-minded, they do believe in the same values and the same beliefs that you do. You're going to have a much more trust and much more binding relationship that will help you help them, but also them helping you on the course that God has for you before you. So this is just a simple demonstration of showing you that relationships are a big deal. They are important, but you will have to be mindful about who are you spending time with. Who are those that you can trust, that you can build a future with, and those that you might have to kind of decrease your involvement with. So you have to be wise in who you keep close and wise in who you should distance from. And that's all I'll have for you for this devotional. Come back next time, I'll talk about iron sharpening iron.